vape cartridges vaporizing heavy metals and carcinogens. I wanted to start out today's video with a fake New York Times article back in 2014, and it is labeled "China's e-cigarette boom lacks oversight for safety." And to set the stage, in Shenzhen, China, where most vape cartridges are made, the fake New York Times says, in a grimy workshop among boiling vats of chemicals, factory workers are busy turning stainless steel rods into slender tube casings, a crucial component of electronic cigarettes. Not long ago, Skirite Electronics, probably butchered that. Electronics was a tiny firm struggling to produce pen parts. Today, it is part of an enormous and virtually unregulated supply chain centered here that produces 90% of the world's e-cigarettes. Fast forward to 2019, where those same e-cigarette companies are the same ones that produce the vape pens and the vape cartridges for cannabis products. Now let's go to a Time Standards article, which Time Standards is a paper in Humboldt County. And the article reads, "Some cannabis vape cartridges failing lead contamination tests." Some vape cartridges that are used to vaporize cannabis oil are being held by labs after tests discover they have small amounts of lead. Will Calm, general manager of Humboldt Patient Resource Center, says many of the cartridges come from China. Exactly what I stated earlier, as it's the same companies that produced the e-cigarettes. California is known for its heavy requirements of testing for supplements and other ingestible products. In fact, they're the highest in the nation for testing requirements, generally more stringent than the U.S. federal government. WebMD says the symptoms of long-term lead poisoning include permanent brain damage, hearing problems, reproductive system damage, kidney disease, seizures, and an eventual coma. Lead can build up in your system and can be stored in your organs, tissues, bones, and even teeth. Leafly's article, "California cannabis labs are finding toxic metal in vape carts." Specifically, the lead is being found in the disposable pen-sized e-cigarette devices called vaporizer cartridges or vape carts. The Center for Disease Control finds that there is no safe level of exposure to lead. It is a neurotoxin that can decrease your IQ, sicken you, and even kill you. While California takes top spot for standards of lead in products across the world at 0.5 parts per million, states like Oregon do not ban heavy metals in cannabis products, so they may remain unregulated or even just regulated by the federal level, assuming that the labs are even testing for it. Cannabis oil, which is acidic, is leaching lead from the carts and causing the oil to fail tests. Because the oil is acidic, over time it leaches more lead. So perhaps the longer it sits on the shelves and in the cartridges, the more it seeps in. Of course, lab testing varies from lab to lab. But there are questions that arise from this. Like, how much lead seeps into the oil at the point of purchase? Do cannabis companies know about this? And if they do, are they still selling the product that contains the lead within the vape cartridges? And have we finally reached the point of big cannabis where they operate on the expense of consumer health, mirroring big tobacco? I am the Red-Eyed Widow with GentlemanStoners.com, and we will be looking to endorse a safe manufacturer of cartridges, and we will follow this story.